Hi, everybody. Welcome to a new week, a holiday week edition of our weekly KPRC 2 Sports podcast. We call it simply Houston Sports Weekly Podcast. How's that for a name? You like it? Hey, we enjoy it. We enjoy connecting each and every week with you guys here on KPRC 2 Plus, click2houston.com, and all of our digital platforms. I'm KPRC 2 Sports Director Randy McAvoy checking in this week with the duties. Last week, had a chance to talk some World Cup with Dynamo FC legend and Pitch 25 owner Brian Ching. As the World Cup got underway, it was great to talk soccer with him and what it meant for Team USA to be back in the World Cup. How about that? After missing out in 2018, but they are back and had a draw in their first match with Wales. They've got England coming up, depending on when you're listening to this, Friday at 1 o'clock. So it might be, quote, today if this podcast drops like it normally does on Fridays. But anyway, Friday will be their second game over in Qatar and against England. Probably not going to be they're not going to be the favorites. But it's Group B, and right now England and Team USA are the favorites to advance out of Group B when that time comes. But hey, today we want to talk a little bit about the XFL and its return coming up starting in January when training camps open. It's another version of XFL, one they believe in. They've said that before. We will see if this version sticks, but pretty cool. The Houston Roughnecks, led by Houston icon, a big name. You know him well, the son of Bum. That would be Wade Phillips. They had their draft last week. Wade will be the head coach here. He's excited about camp and all things Houston Roughnecks. So listen in to do a little bit of my conversation with Wade Phillips. All right, pleasure to be joined by the head coach of the Houston franchise in the XFL, Wade Phillips. Wade, first off, congratulations. A big sign that you're getting close, man. The draft is here. You've got a couple of quarterbacks, and now it's time to start building the roster. How exciting is this for you, knowing that football is going to be here soon?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, you know, we're starting not only a new franchise, a new league, but a whole new team. So we have to get 66 players, sign 66 players or draft 66 players to get ready to play a season. So at least training camp. So we're hard at work at that. It's a lot of work to find because there's like 1,200 guys available.
Yeah, how fun has it been to be in the mix, looking at talent, evaluating, and getting back into that on a daily basis?
Yeah, it's great. That's, you know, it's really what I've done my whole life. So
yes.
To get back into it's great. And Laurie says she's glad to get me out of the house. So it works both ways.
There you go. Hey, Houston's excited about this. What's it mean for you to be not only a head coach, but a head coach of the Houston franchise here?
Yeah, I mean, Houston's my home. I went to University of Houston. I coached with the Houston Oilers, who are no longer in Houston, but then the Houston Texans, I coached with them too. And so to have this franchise and play in Houston, where my whole life has been, basically, I always wanted to get back there. And it's going to be great for me, me and my family. And we'll fill the stands with my family, I think.
No doubt about that. Hey, Wade, real quick, the quarterbacks you guys selected, walk us through what stands out about each guy, Caleb Ellerby and Brandon Silvers, and how they can fit in this air raid style of offense.
Yeah, Brandon Silvers has a lot of experience in this league, type league. Really in the AAF when he played there, he was really the top quarterback there. So, I think he's got a good future as far as being able to take the next step and go to the NFL. He just needs to show what he can do. But, you know, he's a high percentage passer. He's been in this offense. I think he knows the offense already, so to a certain extent. So we still hope to help him there. But I'm really excited about him. We thought he was the best passer, and we got him. And along with Caleb Ellerby, who is a little different different in that he's active. He can run. He can give you that versatility of the guy that's going to drop back and run with it if you don't cover up or spy the quarterback. So, and I think even in like goal line situations where it's harder to score for some of the air raid teams, I think a guy like that gives you so many problems. So it's good we have him too.
All right, last question. What's next now as you start building the roster? What's the timeline now, Wade, for fans that are really learning what the XFL is going to be all about as you build your team, the continued draft and then camp opens? Walk us through that timeline.
Yeah, we'll have the draft this week. We're opening up everything as far as, season tickets and all that stuff. We'll start training camp in January. And go about 3 weeks and 3 or 4 weeks there, and then we'll start playing after the Super Bowl, basically in February. So, football is not going to stop, which is great for. I know a lot of people in Houston, they love football.
Absolutely, Wade. Appreciate the conversation, man. Look forward to you guys getting ramped up here in Houston with the new franchise XFL. Always good to see you, man.
You too. Thanks, Randy.
All right, outstanding chat there with Wade Phillips, a legend here in H-Town. And again, training camps get underway in January for about 3 or 4 weeks. Play a couple of scrimmage games, exhibition games, and then, hey, we're going to have football this spring. How about that? Professional football here in H-Town, XFL Houston Roughnecks. So great conversation. Appreciate the time with Wade Phillips. Hope you enjoyed it. Each and every week we are here, Houston Sports Weekly Podcast. We will do it again, either myself, Ari Alexander, or Chancellor Johnson from KPRC 2 Sports each and every week. Houston Sports Weekly Podcast. Enjoy the weekend. We'll talk to you soon.